Ako ba yung na magalit kahit ako naman ang gumagastos sa bahay? Bills and groceries pati rent ako nagbabayad. Si Papa dumating sa bahay, kinalahati ang bigas, hinakot ng pinamalengke kong pork at chicken na hinati-hati ko pa sa Ziploc bags para kasya pang ulam ng 2 weeks. Hello and welcome to our Untitled Podcast right here on 96.3 Easy Rock. I am Nick.
My name is Shai. What am I doing here?
Hindi ko rin alam. Ikaw nagpatawag sa akin dito.
Actually, I was having my cup of coffee.
Wow! Malamig na yun. Kanina pa tayo nandito.
But yes, welcome to our Untitled Podcast. I would actually like to call this Everything in Between My Inbox.
Parang iba yun. We are in support, of course, of Sam and Chloe with their Everything in Between podcast. We're just starting and we have no idea.
No, basically, ingitera kami ni Nick. So like, we were wondering, ba't sila may podcast? Kami wala. You know what? Baby cakes, let's do this. Yeah. So ayun, unfortunately though, we weren't prepared. So we don't have a title. But you guys are very much welcome to come up with a title for us.
As we go along with what's gonna happen, what we'll talk about in today's podcast, baka meron kayong idea what you think would be good enough of a title. And hey, here's the catch. If you give us a good title, you get to have a shout out.
And a lifetime supply of our love and affection.
That's right.
Yeah. If it's really good, ha? If it's really good. If it's yung mediocre, pero pwede na to, guys. Ito na yung title. Sige, okay na to. Then you get a shout out.
Okay. So before we go into what we're gonna talk about today, because this is mostly your idea, sabihin na natin, mostly your idea siya eh. So how will this go about?
Basically, we're gonna be reading a kwento.
That's right.
And the person who sent the kwento is asking like, ako ba yung ko?
Okay.
Na-bleep na. Guys, I think na-bleep yun. Narinig ko yung bleep. Basically, it's that way. And then, at the end of the kwento, we're gonna assess kung siya nga ba talaga yung sa kwento or hindi.
Ayan. Ang ganda. So, kayo na mamili kung anong title natin. But here we go with our pilot episode. Sana may mapulot kayo. At mapulot din kami.
Pa-pick up naman. Sige na, tara.
Baka makarelate kayo sa ating unang kwento for our pilot episode. Here we go. Ako ba yung na magalit kahit ako naman ang gumagastos sa bahay? So, for breadwinners out there, this might be interesting for you. Okay. Work from home and nakabukod ako sa parents ko. Si Papa nagstay sa isang bahay namin kung nasaan ang shop namin. Tapos sumama sa akin ang mama ko pati ang adopted nilang bata. Bills and groceries pati rent ako nagbabayad. Yesterday na malengke ako ng for 2 weeks and groceries na din. Pinagkasya ko kung ano yung natira sa akin after bayaran lahat ng bills. Si Papa dumating sa bahay, kinalahati ang bigas, hinakot ng pinamalengke kong pork at chicken na hinati-hati ko pa sa Ziploc bags para kasya pang ulam ng 2 weeks. Okay, first part pala yun. Nagalit ako dahil siguro punong-puno na din ako ng stress the past few months. Ganyan ang ginagawa niya always. Nagsabi na ako sa nanay ko na kung maghahakot man si Papa na magsabi dahil bilang ko na yung para sa 2 weeks na budget. Oo, madamot na akong madamot. Pero yung pinamalengke sa aming lahat, yung hindi para sa kanya lang. Hindi ko man lang nga sila marinig na mag-thank you, pero bukang bibig pa ng tatay ko na malaki ang utang na loob ko sa kanila at kailangan ko yung bayaran hanggang huli. Si mama naman, sinabihan pa ako na ang taas daw ng tingin ko sa sarili ko. Kapagod na sobra, tapos never ko naman narinig na tanungin nila ako kung okay lang ba ako, pero sa gastusin, lakas nila mangonsensya. Mangonsensya.
Oh, there you go. He has a cold, guys. Face mask nga po para sa ating DJ number 1. Kadiri eh.
Hindi, kasi ini-embody ko yung sulat.
Sige. So,
pagod na siya sa work.
Nagkakasakit na.
Most breadwinners are like that.
Pero grabe talaga yung pork at yung chicken eh.
Oo. Imagine mo, hinati mo na yung kakaperanggot na pork and chicken.
Hindi ko gets bakit kailangan pang ihatil. Ay, ba't niya pa kailangan humakot?
Para marasyon. Alin, para kailangan niya pang
si dad. Like, why does he have to get, like, put aside to make sure that he really gets some? Like, sa tingin niya ba? What?
Siguro, ganun nga.
And tama ka talaga dun, Baby Cakes, na a lot of our breadwinners But again, breadwinners doesn't necessarily mean the eldest, diba? Kasi basically, if you're the one really providing for the family in so many ways, nakakainis naman si daddy.
Hindi ko kaya yung part na kailangan malaki ang utang na loob ko sa kanila.
It's very Filipino
at
culture.
kailangan ko yung bayaran. Unang-una, hindi mo hiniling na iluwal ka sa mundo.
You don't owe your parents anything.
I know a lot of people would hate me for this, but I really don't care. My parents love me no matter what. and maybe that's where I'm coming from.
And because your parents are non-toxic.
Right.
You know, the way you may kwento. Hi, by the way, tita, baka naman. Chicharon, diba? But yeah, the way you may kwento about your parents, they're so non-toxic. They're so supportive.
Yeah.
Grabe sila magpakita ng love sa'yo.
Yeah, but do you consider yourself a breadwinner, Baby Cakes?
No, not naman.
Okay.
Actually, the thing is, I don't think my parents have ever considered any one of us
A breadwinner.
Talagang if you have extra, thank you.
Okay.
It's even my parents are very, I don't know if it's pride or nahihiya, but basically they don't ask. They don't ask, and if they're given, they're freakingly grateful.
Right.
Grabe ganun.
I guess the reality in PH is mas normal yung talagang pag nakatapos ka, pag-aaralin mo yung mga
It's your
kapatid
turn
mo.
to take care of everyone else.
Pag nagkatrabaho ka, magbibigay ka ng sahod mo. Ang malungkot na part doon kasi parang forced ka to do it.
Lalo na if you're living under their roof.
Correct.
Parang ganun.
Well, in fact, you can just leave. I'm so sorry to say.
But that's an easy way out. And it's not easy. Sorry. No. In that situation, it is
a way
easier
out.
to leave, yeah. Pero you can't just say, again, like rent isn't exactly cheap here in the Philippines.
Right.
Diba?
Yeah. And hindi lang yun. Kasi yung family ties natin, iba talaga eh. Diba? Kahit na, alam ko, in your heart, letter sender, love mo pa din yung parents mo eh. Diba? Nakakapagod lang yung sitwasyon. But I'm pretty sure you still wanna stay there because even when there's toxicity at home, it's still home.
And feel ko rin at the end of the day, since he's the breadwinner nga, let's say he chooses to leave, find an apartment, I think he'll still be forced to provide.
Kind of magigilty ka din kasi at some point. Okay, so like hinimay na natin yung kwento niya, 'di ba? Like our verdict.
Ay, ako, mo siya. Kasi grabe ka eh. Anong klaseng anak ka? Ba't hindi ka nagpa-provide para sa magulang at kapatid mo? Napaka-unfair mo naman, napaka-ingrata mo naman.
Totoo, after kang pakainin, ginawa kang investment,
diba?
Dapat bumubunga ng investment ng magulang mo sa'yo.
Dapat ikaw nag-aalaga sa kanila pagkatapos mo graduate eh. Dapat agad-agad magbigay ka na. Nung unang sahod mo, bigay mo na lahat dapat. Mali ka eh.
Amen.
Mali ka.
Joke lang. Hindi. Yung kabaligtaran nun, I'm pretty sure we all agree na hindi ikaw yung If
100%.
anything, you are doing an amazing job. I'm sorry, hindi ko siya niro-romanticize. I don't wanna glorify it.
We will never.
Because I am a big supporter of the idea na dapat kaya mong suportahan yung sarili mo. Unless, of course, you're not capable of doing so because you have illnesses, di ba? Pero if you have the ability to work and and fend for yourself and feed yourself, lalo na if you're a parent and you should be taking responsibility, ayun, hindi tama na iasa yun sa bata.
Hindi tama na gagawin mong investment yung anak mo na you're gonna work so hard now to give them a good education so that they could find a job to take care of you.
Right.
It's so wrong, man. It doesn't sit well with me.
Yes.
And it should not sit well with everyone else. Kasi nga, it's been a culture, it's been a thing sa Pilipinas talaga that we follow that kind of toxic tradition.
So what do you think is like a practical, it's mahirap eh, kasi yun nga, like I think our parents are both amazing, right?
Yeah.
But for those who are in a
Unfortunate situation, just like letter sender.
Ano kaya yung practical advice natin for them? Because it's easy for us to say na parang, yun nga, ako, like, iwan mo yung magulang mo or like,
kasi if I'm gonna say na dapat you stand your ground, kausapin mo yung parents mo, sasabihin naman nila na, grabe ka, ako yung magulang, ako yung nakakatanda dito, ginagano mo ako, kinakausap mo ng ganyan. Like, saan ba ako na lugar, man? Saan?
Be very firm. I hope that you're saving some for yourself. Yun yung number one thing ko na dapat.
Yes, yung paunti-unti, quietly on the side. You know what practical thing my friend did before? It's not the exact same situation, but basically ganun na rin na he pays for a lot of stuff at home. In his room, he bought himself a small ref, and then he put his own metro. for the lights and the water. Ganun. So like, this is all I'm gonna be paying for, and a little extra if you want, sure. But everything else, you guys gotta fend for yourself. Like, I'm gonna buy food for everyone pa rin, but kumbaga the other way around. Kesa si dad ang nagtatago, siya yung nagtatago ng pagkain para sa kanya.
Very interesting.
Parang ganun, oo.
Okay.
I hope that would work for everyone, but I'm sure it's a base-to-base cases.
Sa akin, siguro, like, I understand where you're coming from, where your friend is coming from. Pero as long as you're still living under your parents' roof, medyo mahirap yun. So my advice is to talk to your parents about it. Hopefully, they have something prepared. I don't know. Ang hirap.
Kasi yun nga, we don't know if like the parents are actually still working.
Oo nga
Malay natin pala, they are rin pala, but they're just so...
Siguro provide something for your parents na pwede silang mag-earn. Like, sari-sari store business or anything. Anything na pwede nilang pagkakitaan, and be very firm na gusto mo nang bumukod at some point.
And if you have to give, this is all you could give.
Correct.
Parang ganun. Kasi like, some parents are gonna say, sige, umalis ka kung gusto mo, pero baka naman pwede ka pa magbigay ng allowance. Parang ganun. And then, they're always gonna depend on that.
Well, it's bound to happen, but take good care of yourself. Well, to answer your question, hindi ikaw yung
Ka talaga yung ko. And for future kids out there, and actually for everyone who still doesn't have kids, as early as now, think about that first. If you are ready to have kids, there's so many things to factor in, to consider, including, could you fend for yourself? Could you take care of yourself and not rely on your kids in the future and make them an investment? Nakagalit ako sa camera, ha?
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good first story.
Is it? Is
Our
it though?
good
Nainis ako
pilot.
Why can't we have a kwento that's just all rainbows and butterflies?
But hindi ganun eh.
No, I don't want, you know what? I don't want drama.
Na-realize ko, hindi nga, we want drama nga.
Actually,
Pero apart from that, how different we are from Chloe and Sam.
Spell Psalm. P.S. L.A.M.
And Sam's podcast. Sam's podcast. We are not in between. Walang in between dito. It's either
you are or you're not.
It's either okay ka or ka. Yun lang yun. Okay.
So in this case, okay ka, letter sender. Letter sender!
Alright, well that's about it for our pilot episode. Uy, sana may napulot kayo dun, guys. Kung wala, edi bawi tayo next time.
Di magpadala kayo ng sarili yung mga kwento. Baka naman your situation is much more controversial.
That's right.
It's much more juicy and you just really wanna...
Uy, okay yun.
DJ Nick, may kwento ako. Parang ganun, di ba?
Yes, we are very open. You can send us an email. We don't have an official email yet, but I feel you could comment away dito sa ating episode.
And basically, we love the tea.
Yes.
Yun, or yeah, you could inbox us actually inbox us, and that's, you know, inbox us, and that's a pretty good way to talk to us.
That's right. Okay, and then of course your title suggestions as well. And when we get the winner, and when we get the amazing title na isasuggest nyo, whoever that person is will get a washout.
A washout and our eternal love and affection.
Yes.
There
in
you
our
go.
next episode. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. Once again, my name is Nick.
And my name is Shai. We'll see you in the next episode of
Something Podcast. Bye, guys.